It is 4:49 in the morning. This girl right here then got me out for a sunrise hike on July, what's today? We tired already.
20.
July 20th. Oh, it's my nephew's birthday. Happy birthday, Asa. Anyways, we're about to hike KoKo Head, which is like 1,000 and...
It's like 1,084 steps.
1,084 steps. Why am I here?
Literally.
You can't even see it yet because it's dark and we should be in the bed. But no, we're doing this. So here we go. So it's gonna be hard to hear me because it's windy. But we made it to the end. Me and that sun. Me and my girl did it.
You got it on?
Yes, yes. I know, right? We did it. This is everything. The view is like, you can't even compare. It's beautiful out here. She did it. She pushed me. She didn't let me. So, as you can see, I am back home now. The hike is over. We got up there, we saw the sights, took the pictures, and came back down. And that hike, up and down, was probably the most challenging thing, physically challenging thing, aside from birth, natural birth at that, that I've ever put my body through. So just like on a one-on-one or one on whoever's listening, or how many, true thing, I think my hands are shaking. My arms hurt so bad because I went down on my butt using my hands and feet to like push me and move me. Anyways, so going up, I went with my friend, obviously. Going up, we hit this like, God, I hope you can still hear. We hit this like bridge, and the spacing, well, what she had told me was like the spacing was, it was bigger, and like you can, like there's no ground. Okay, so let me go back. If you don't know. If you don't live in Hawaii, haven't been to Hawaii, whatever, that's where we are stationed. My husband's in the Army. So we did KoKo Head on Oahu. And KoKo Head is a railroad or a railway. Can you wait, please? Okay, just get some real quick. Okay. Sorry, kids. Anyways. So it's like these railroad, old rail steps is what it is. Just wood planks. Okay, then put the other one away, please. Clean it up. And so there's a point where you get to this bridge, and in between the railways is like some not even concrete, just some ground, there's bottom, right? So at one point when we get to the bridge, she's like, now when I did this last time, she had her baby with her. She was like, when I did this last time, I crawled on hands and knees basically to get across it. And I don't know why, and it was still dark when we reached that part, and so it was like once she's, I don't know what it was. I don't know. But like what I could see down, and I could see that there was a drop, and it wasn't like immediately under you. I could also see that, like, you know, some of the gaps were a little bit uneven, like at that point. And I could tell that when I like went back down it, but I'll get there. So I could see that when I came back, I could see that there was gapping. And I don't know, y'all. I don't know if it was just like me. I don't know if it was me inside my head, because I don't really have a fear of heights. At least I don't think I do. Like, I mean, I can get on roller coasters. I can do high things. Like, I want to skydive one day. Like, plane rides are fine. So I don't think I really have a fear of heights. But I don't know what it was. It just hit me. And I've had kind of like a calmer anxiety attack before, if that's even a thing. But this one wasn't like super dramatic and like crazy. I just had to like chill. I had to just get myself together, because I don't know, like the thought in my head, and I'm not gonna get emotional and cry, and if I do, I'll just cut the camera off and then come back when I got myself together. But it's just like all I thought about was my kids, and like if something were to happen to me, I'm like, I am not taking no heights to die, to slip, to fall, to hurt myself, anything like that. So one, safety was a concern. Two, just the challenge of it in itself was a lot. And I say a lot just because I'm not where I want to be, need to be, whatever, physically and like health wise. But I'm working on it. I'm working on it, and I like challenges. I like stuff that's going to push me. I like things that are hard for me, because then I feel like, well, I done did the deed, I done got myself a good workout in or whatever. And so I wasn't all for it, just because our wake up time was 3-something this morning. But I was all for it, I'm like, all right, cool. We're gonna do this hike. Let me not leave her hanging, So, I was all for the hike, but doing it was a challenge. It was point blank period. It was hard. I don't know if I'll ever do it again. That hike specifically, not just hike in general. That hike specifically, because it's stairs. It's just like, it's like doing the stairs, the Stepmaster, over and over and over and over and over, and potentially slipping on stuff and whatever. So yeah, there was a point where when we went up the railway, the bridge that first time, there was this lady and a group of other people, and she was like, okay, I'm going up this way, and her friends went up the bridge, and the lady was like, you want to come with me? Because I was standing off to the side trying to get myself together, and I was like, oh no, I'll give this a try. And I don't know, maybe part of what didn't work for me is just because my friend had done it before, I was trying to do it the way that she did it, the way that worked for her, and it just wasn't the way that it worked for me. So I was like, nope, let me take this back, go back. And then when I got off, there was another 2 ladies, and she was like, oh, I'm taking this because there was like a little side path cut up from the bridge, and so she was like, oh no, I'm taking this way. Or she was like, this lady was like, I'm gonna take this way, and was like, you want to come with us? And I was like, yep, this time I do. Let me see, and y'all show me where I'm going, because I ain't never been there before, So I followed that lady and her daughter, maybe, whoever she was with, her friend. Followed them up. And one really kind of cool thing about hikes is up and down. As you're passing people, people are, at least this hike or this experience, people were super like encouraging. You got it, you're almost there, whatever. So that was really like nice. I mean, I don't know these people from a can of paint, but it was really cool to hear so yeah, I went up that little side path with the lady, and so when we were coming down, after we had finally gotten there, we thought the bridge was closer than what it was. And so my friend was like, okay, go ahead and go off this way. And I started going down, and when I tell you, like, I was doing nothing but like sliding, it was like just sliding. And I was like sitting on my butt trying to like keep my grip, but there was nothing to like really grip. I mean, there were trees around, but if like a branch wasn't, like a thick branch wasn't sticking out, like wasn't nothing for me to grip. I was trying to slide down, and this older gentleman was talking to me through the bushes, and he was like, you know, that's not a safe route. It's not a good idea. It's much safer this way, blah blah blah. And I'm like, look, I already had an anxiety attack about this little bridge area. Let me just get down this way, whatever. But one thing know about me, I am horrible with directions and horrible about like knowing where I am and where I'm going if I haven't been there before. So you take me one time, it ain't gonna do. I ended up here. I don't know where I'm at, how I got here, whatever, that kind of thing. So, but when I went down there, I was like, I don't really remember this being like this slippery, you know, or, you know, slick. And so, ignore my kids. They're living their lives. I don't remember it being this. I didn't remember it being that slick. And so the guy was like, you know, it's not safe. When you get a chance, you should quiet down, please. He was like, once you get a chance, you should probably come back over this way. It's much safer on the railways, whatever. And so I was sliding. And at first, I wanted to be mad. Like, bro, leave me alone. Mind your business. Like, you don't know that I already had, like, you know, a panic attack about the bridge part. Because that's the only part that I was doing that for, was to get across the bridge. And I wanted to be mad at first. But I was like, you know what? You sound like you know what you talk about, and you keep putting this warning, and right now this don't seem too safe to me, and I'm sliding, and I need to go make sure I get home to see my babies, you know. Not that, like, God forbid I could have died. I don't think I could have. Like, it wasn't like off to a cliff, but I could have hurt myself, you know. I could have put myself in some serious danger. And so I was like, you know what, sir? All right. And so I turned around, I walked back up a little bit and saw a little cutout, got on that, and walked down a lot more before we realized, oh, this is where the bridge was. So I was even at the wrong part. So I'm glad that I took the time to, you know, listen and trust my instincts, because I was like, you know what? And I told my friend too. Oh, so when we were going down and we got to the bridge, we found the actual cutoff that I took the first time. And she was like, okay, here it is. And I was like, you know what? Nope, mind over matter. Let's go. I'm already here. I can do it. I'm just go down on my butt. Like, if it worst comes to worst, you know, if I get nervous or whatever, I'll come down on my butt. Which, again, I don't even think it was the height that scared me. I think safety. I was nervous about my safety. And I was really disappointed on... I was disappointed in myself in how, like, well/not I was, like, hiking. Like, I was disappointed in having to stop so many times and catch my breath, and, like, so it was that I think that gave me an anxiety attack. And then I'm like, okay, well, now there's a scary part or dangerous part, and I'm like, yo, I can't, like, I can't do it. You know, I guess it hit me like that kind of thing. I don't really know how to explain it. But, alas, I'm here. I'm alive. I'm showered. I'm clean. I'm washed. All that. So yeah, all in all, it was a great experience. I'm glad I did it. I feel accomplished. Like I said, I don't know if I will ever do it again. But I'm glad I got the experience. I don't know. I do not know. But yeah, I'm here. I'm alive. I'm blessed. God kept me. You know, every bit of me wanted to, like, turn, not really every bit. In the beginning, I was like, oh, I need to get, you know, my music going. I want to listen to my little ratchet stuff. Nah. Kept that gospel on the whole time. I needed my Jesus to get me through. And I'm glad he did. So, I'm here. No injuries. Had a good time. Great challenge. and I'm glad I pushed myself. So that was today's adventure. And I wish I would have been able to, record more as we were going through the hike, but y'all, I needed both hands and both feet and both everything. I needed my whole self. So in that sense, I'm kind of glad I didn't record, just because that would have just been too much for me in that time. But alas, I'm here. I did it. It was fun. It was an experience. All is well. Thank you for watching, and see you next video.